Hello guys, and welcome to my first episode of Minecraft. Now, as you can see, I got started and failed recording. This is actually my third retake of the video, so I noticed I noticed after I was starting to edit the first retake that it didn't record, and I just realized now that the second one didn't either. So, I went over a lot of stuff. Excuse me about that. I went over a lot of stuff in the previous failed recordings. Now, let's go over that again. This world will be titled Earth, as I have a backstory for it. This world was Earth, as given by the title, before a meteor, or after a meteor hit, and wiped out all, but most likely one human. Now, I'm not going to make this a roleplay. That's only because I did not write a script and I don't want to come up with one off the top of my head. And this is going to be fun. Now, this is going to be a goal-based Let's Play. As my first goal for what was going to be my first episode is done. And I only have one room. But I was going to make my goal for this episode to make epic. Now, I thought I saw an enemy. Now, let's go to sleep to start the episode. And before I do, let's explain some things. This is a furnace. I call it a lighting block. Or I call the type of block it is a lighting block. You put coal in here as for fuel, and, I don't know, dirt for an ingredient. I would actually put cobblestone to show... I want to put cobblestone in here to show you something. You see it burning. This is how long your ingredient will last. Or your fuel will last. Coal and wood can be fuel. So can something called charcoal. I got stone from doing that, which can be good, but I don't need it, so I'm gonna just break it back into cobblestone. Give me a second. There. Now, that is your furnace. This is a chest. It's basically like a second version of this, which is called your inventory. Then below that is your hotbar. Now, Minecraft, before I get into anything else, is a game about exploration, destroying, and building. It's a very simple game. As for the building part, you're building, well, your own things that come to your own mind. As for the exploration part, you're exploring randomly generated items. And as for the, well, destroying part, you can destroy anything in the game. Like these trees, for example. If I were to take my axe to it, give me a second, destroying trees do take time. The leaves would start decaying. There's a rare drop from trees that you can get that are apples, and you can get saplings, which are baby versions of trees. Now, they're gonna help me go over what I'm about to go over, because I already went over this in the second failed recording, and went over it more briefly in the first one. Saplings and farming. Now, you can see here, this was when I went over the failed recording. The second one. This is the third recording. Saplings are a growing tool. If I were to place it here, it will grow into a tree. It depends on how far it is from my house. Not how tall it will grow, but and how long it will take, but I hope it doesn't grow into my house. Now, this is going to be turning into, this is from a seed. This is wheat, a sapling form of wheat, I would say, but it's from an item called a seed, as you saw in my chest, from in this inside of my house. Now, let's go over here, over something. This is a horse. I think I tamed this one already. Yes, I have. If I were to make something called a lead, I could keep it at my house, and it wouldn't go away, like far away at all. That's also if I were to have a fun course. I found something like this too. So, oh, I can go over this in the second or first failed recording. Now, you can find randomly generated anything. In fact, this whole world is randomly generated. I left some things on and I didn't turn any. I left some things on and I didn't turn anything on. Now let's go over combat over this poor defenseless sheep. If I were to punch it with a seed, it does 0.5 damage. If I were to punch it with this hoe, it still does 0.5 damage. With this axe, it does 3.0, I think. Let's use this axe, because that's the wooden set. The axe that I have right now will do +2 damage. That's adding 0.5, so it will do 3.5. This wooden shovel, or 2.5. This wooden shovel will do 1.5. This axe will do 3.5, and the sword would have done 4.5. I'm trying to make this brief so then I can explain other things. Now, I'm going to explain coal because I didn't go over it in the furnace. Coal can be found with ore, so can this right here called iron. You can make them into blocks which will burn in your furnace. Your furnace can take a while to burn. This furnace can take a while to burn coal blocks, but it won't take long to burn wood. If I were to take this poor defenseless thing out, this poor defenseless chicken, it will drop an item. Enemies have rare drops. Specific ones actually do. Like, I don't know how to say it. Sheep can drop multiple of their wool. Not just one block or two, as the one that I just killed to explain attacking, and dropped 2. That horse over there can give me leather. That is a tamed horse. I'm not going to attack him. This is not a tamed horse. Now, there are actually more enemies or things in this game. I don't think this is a horse. You can find alpacas which look like horses and they spit at you. Yes, it's true. I found it hilarious and I was screaming because I was getting attacked by it and I almost died. This is not an alpaca. Now, okay. But there are also donkeys. There are different versions of horses, different versions of cows. There are 2 types of cows. I heard that. That was a moan from a zombie. Zombies are not friendly. So are skeletons. They are really unfriendly. There are more enemies, but I like to save them when I see them, and there's one enemy I do not want to see, so I do not want to explain that one at all. I thought that was something else. I got so worried there for a second. But now, let's go over one more thing. This house is made out of 2 types of wood. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh no, just 12. 12 types of wood. You can make 12 types of doors. Or at least 6 types of doors. 7 types of doors, counting iron. 6 types so actually there's not 12. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can only make 12 types of wood, or 12 types, you can make 12 types of wood, 6 types of doors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 types of trapdoors, because iron is also one. Multiple types of stairs, because there are many different items that are compatible with stairs, and slabs. These are trapdoors, they're pretty simple. You can make bed. I don't want to go over dyeing yet, but beds have different sheet colors compared to which type of sheet or wool you used. I used white wool when making my bed, but if I were to find how to make a different dye, I forgot they added that. If I were to find how to make a dye, I could dye the sheet of my bed a different color. And there are decoration blocks too. So these are used to decorate things like the end rod. The armor stand and the painting are pretty good at decoration. You can only have a certain amount of armor stands as they are counted as a mob by the game, but not by players. And you can only have a certain amount of specific, or of every type of mod. You can have a certain amount of signs before they start becoming unlegible, and a certain type of amount of item frames and paintings. Now, flower pots are really useful. Leather. Oh, I can make types of leather. I haven't played this game in a while, if it's like apparent to you, but I do like to play this game. I find it incredibly fun every time I do. It's becoming night. I've been explaining this day away. Now this hasn't become wheat yet. It's almost wheat. But we'll skip into the rest of the day. You can glitch on top of doors and between doors too. That's because doors are counted as a 2-block high item. I'm trying to quickly go over this so that I can explain other stuff too. And I've already said that, yes, but there are a lot of things I explained in the previous 2 failed recordings, and I don't want to go over them again, but I have to, because both of them didn't record. Now, dirt blocks are going to become your best friend. They are used to patch up holes and things. And they're the most abundant type of block. Now, these are grass. You can find seeds from grass. On areas near lakes or oceans, you can find a farming item called sugarcane. Sugarcane is probably really useful to me because I like to make cakes whenever I can in this game, at least. I can actually use the dye. Now I want to dye my bed to show you what I was explaining a bit ago, because I know how I know I could do this, but I don't exactly remember how. So beds are counted as a wood item. Axes go through them pretty quickly. This is how I do it. Yay. Okay. Now it would make it a yellow bed instead. You get an achievement for this. Yes, I got most of the achievements on my first 2 failed recordings. I want it to be the same layout, so then when I change this, I'll have to change everything. Now as you see, again, this is just proof that I've had failed recording. Now, there are food items in the game, yes. Raw chicken heals 1 hunger. Raw mutton heals 1 hunger. Pork chops, uncooked pork chops, pork chops heal 1.5, and uncooked steak heal 1.5. Cooked pork chops heal 4, uncooked or cooked steaks heal 4, and cooked mutton heal 3. Cooked chicken will also heal 3. Why do I keep on thinking I see that? Anyways, wheat. If I were to continue to grow out this farm, I would get wheat faster. If I were to get at least 3 wheat, I could make a bread. Yes, you craft bread, as far as I remember. And I say that a lot, but that's because I haven't played this in a while. Give me a break. Yeah, you craft bread. You can also craft sugar. You get to that from sugarcane. There are even more decorative blocks. Now, I'm going to go over what or how I change the columns and rows. The trigger buttons are going to be your columns, while the shoulder buttons are your rows. There. Does that help you guys? Now, I think I've just gone over everything I did in the previous 2 failed recordings besides ores, which coal ore and iron ore do not look the same. All types of ores do not look the same. Oh, and there's one more thing. If you see gold ore, pass on it. Or actually don't. It can give you a really helpful item, but it gives you the worst type of armor and the worst item set in the game. In fact, it equals the wooden it equals the current type of set I'm on right now, the wooden set, in terms of durability and damage. Now, if you have nothing but gold stuff, I commend you. You have to go mining every day just for a pickaxe, at least. Well, not at least, but just for the sword, and your pickaxe is going to break while mining gold. Now, that is the second time I heard that going over that area. Now, your hunger bar and your health bar are in increments of 2 per each one. Did I see that going? Oh, that was a cow. I keep on thinking I'm seeing things, which is probably why I stopped playing. But oh well. Now, cows give you the uncooked steak, which are actually raw beef. They should have just kept it called steak, just uncooked steak. Now, what else? I've already said that this is going to be a mission-based let's play with viewer input, if there is enough viewers while I'm doing this. That is not a guaranteed. Do not at me at that. Now, you can create many different decorative things like banners. Banners can be used to symbol for each player. Like, if I were to put a banner in front of my house, that would be used as a symbol for it's my house and no one can come in or steal my stuff. There are other types of chests other than just a regular old chest. There's another type of chest other than just a regular old chest. It's called an end chest, or an ender chest. It's tied to each player. So if I were to create an ender chest, which I can't, I know I can't, There is a trap chest. But trap chests are used for things called redstone. If I were to create an ender chest, it would be tied to only me, and I could put all of my stuff into that. But if I were to create another chest, it creates an enlarged chest, or a large chest. I just call it an enlarged chest. Now, I would have to expand my house to show you this. Let me go get some birch wood, and then I can show you guys this. Okay, I just got my birch wood. I'm on my way back to my house. And let's craft this into birch wood. And then let's expand the house. Now, this wasn't actually going to be my goal, but this is what I want to do. I'm going to have my farm on the side of the house, as that would fit a bit better for what I like to do. I like to have my farm typically in the back, yes, but this house is going to be going under a lot of expansions. Now, if I were to destroy these blocks, I only filled that in for a second so then I could destroy these blocks. And if I were to grab this back, that is not what I wanted to do. I do that all the time. I misplace blocks left, right, and center. In fact, let's get this back first. The day's about to end again, but I want to finish this. And this will be the end of the episode because... Or actually, no, it won't. My first failed recording ended on day 2. Like, after day 2. My second one ended probably day 3 or 4. That's because I got my bed. Now, this is a torch. Let me go over that because it's going to be important. Torches light up things. It's pretty explanatory by itself, yes. But they go pretty far without having to be lit up again. Or the area having to be lit up again. Now, you see my inventory is actually quite small. It looks large, but it's not. It is one of the most finite things you need to have. You need to learn... Why wasn't it letting me open it up? Like, it's not letting me open up close. Let me get this chest out to show you what I was going to show you. It creates a large chest, which is double the amount of inventory space that I have. Now, I'm only having it like this first, so then I can decide what to do for my house. This is going to be expanded, meaning, yes, this is where my house is staying. Now, let's go over some things that I want to do for today. I want to create a stone pickaxe, which I actually should have enough items for. That's what I was saying at the end of my second failed recording. I want to create a stone pickaxe so then I can see you guys in the next episode. Little did I know it wasn't recording! Yay! But there are other things I have yet to go over, which are the mobs. Now, everything in this game, besides non-player controlled NPCs, are called mobs. In fact, this is one right here. I would not recommend attacking this thing as... Oh, that bark actually scared me. As it's pretty useful later on. It will be useful later on once I get the ability to tame it. Specific animals can be tamed, like a chicken entering love mode with seeds. Love mode spawns other chickens. Just baby versions. And they look so adorable. This spruce sapling grew. Yay. I gotta explore what's down there, causing the zombie to go argh. Now, my plan for this episode is to get a proper farm going. And I want to do it in this day because it's going to be the last day. And typically, I hope, or I think the last day is most likely going to be when I complete some of my objectives, and I want to do it on the last day. Now, here, for this, I'll need a fence and some more sticks. I already have some sticks built up. But I also need some more wood. Now, if I were to start placing down the fence, I could determine where I want my fence to start. Which, it's going to be here. This is going to be where my garden will start. That is not where I wanted you to be placed. My garden will go all the way across to the back of my house right now. It might not be there. It might not be the back of my house by the point this series ends, if it does. But that's where I have it. That's where I plan to have it right now. Now, if I get me some more. I need oak, because I'm building that out of oak. I need oak. Go away, chicken. Go away, chicken. That's gonna be something that happens where I'm just happening to hold seeds. And let's hope this goes well. Now, if I don't complete the objective by the end of this day, if I don't complete my objective by the end of this day, it will be completed by the end of the episode. Because I'm not going to end episodes until my objective is complete. Unless I'm so close to completing it and I just can't seem to figure out how. That's gonna happen a lot with redstone. Redstone is going to be the murder of me. It's going to murder me. I don't like redstone, but I like to use it for some things. And I'm going to use it for one thing, yes. And you'll see what it comes to that episode. And probably episode 3 is when I'm going to do that, so... Let's build this fence, and let's finish this episode. The day is going to end soon. That's why that music is playing. That's why this music is playing. And have you ever found the music of this game calming? Because I find it pretty calming. In fact, I really love the music in this game. I really do. Now, I'm gonna have to build a specific type of fence to enter in the front. So when it comes to having one left, then I'll have to just build that fence. You went one out. Yeah, I just need like one more time to craft it, and then my goal for this episode will be complete already, and that's the first episode. So, one more thing. This series is going to be fun, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. But it's not going to be easy. There will be times where I die. And if I die over and over again, I will have to censor. Because family friendly. I hope. I need one more stick. And I'm almost done. I'm not as close to done as you think I am because I'm doing this. 3, 4. I should actually do it here. Instead of... No, right here. Now I'm only tilling the ground right now. Tilling the ground right now. Now it will grow its grass back, but it becomes a dirt block. Now with shovels, you can do a thing called dig path. I could dig a pathway into my house if I really felt like it, which I'm going to do. One thing is left. There. Now, to place a torch, and no mobs will spawn in my brand new garden. That has been this episode of Minecraft. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be recording this as often as I can, as daily as I can. There might be a few days where I might not upload Minecraft at all. Now, let's get to ending the video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. Maybe giving it a thumbs up. I don't know. You do what you want. I won't force you to do a single thing. And if you do, I will be greatly appreciating it. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.